Hello and welcome. This video is going to be about icons, mostly the icon swaps that have been released today. Also, what choices you could or should be looking at, depending on what you want to do. And also the two recent Player of the Month cards have been released. The cheapest icon option for the icon swaps we've got available at the moment is Deco. His 91 card is coming in at 7 tokens. It's a pretty good card. I kind of like a short attacking midfielder because you get the agility, you get the speed, the niffiness kind of thing from a player. I've outlined some strengths and some weaknesses of the cars, and I think I'd probably go with a Hunter Chem style on him because it improves the pace and the shooting. We'll bring it up to the mid-90s kind of thing. Gives it a good all-round impression. Obviously, you're going to be lacking in the physical department somewhat because he's not the strongest, he's not the most aggressive player that there is, but everything else just is nicely rounded. His dribbling, his passing is pretty much what you want from an attacking midfielder. The 3-star weak foot lets him down a little bit, but generally he's a decent card and he'd probably do you quite well. The next cheapest icon is a 9 token Ashley Cole. Now I thought there would be an English one in, and Cole is kind of the obvious choice as he's a new addition to the game this year. He's 9 tokens and he's got good work rates. It's got a well-rounded card generally. I think Anchor's probably going to be the most popular choice for him because his pace is good already, 90 and 89 split. With the Anchor it pushes it that little bit higher and he'll be able to chase down pretty much any forward in the game really. And it also, obviously his defending physical are good as it was in real life, and that card would bump it up a little bit more. Now if you actually want a left back as a choice of an icon is another matter. Most people do tend to prefer the midfielders or the strikers just because that's what they want and it helps link them in better. Because obviously icons provide soft links to all other cards, so you'll get the yellow line between the players, helping you improve your chemistry and just improve your team as a whole. The third one is an interesting one, which is Marc Overmars, I think we've seen in the Icon Swaps SBCs before. He's pretty much your standard speed merchant. His pace is, you can't really get much better than that. 98, 96 means that when you pick a card to go on him, you don't need to worry about the pace. You can concentrate on improving other areas. He suits the meta to a T. 5 for 8 with a high work rate and a 5-star weak foot means that he's going to be up and down that left wing all the time, and he's just going to be a good card. His stamina is excellent, although the aggression and the strength aren't really there. Your pace is going to help you get out of situations that other cards may not be able to. Plus the agility and balance and his crossing is also going to be a good attribute to the card. Unfortunately his passing is a little bit low, but obviously because you don't have the need for the pace in the chemistry card, you could look at a Deadeye potentially. A Maestro is an option, or even if you want to bump up his physicality, you could go with something like an Architect, which affects the pacing and the physical. But yeah, there's a reason he's 11 tokens. It's a decent card. Some people might not like the 3-star skills moves, but frankly, I have enough trouble with the game as it is, so 3-star skill moves is more than enough for me as it is already. The next one up is a Laurent Blanc. So the French players are generally pretty good in the game. Most people, if you've got Varane by now, you'll realise that he's pretty much the best centre-back in the game, just like he was last year. Kouande, the Seville centre defender, is also really quite a good card. Most people will have his road to the final card. As a centre defender, this is pretty much all you could want, really. He's got really good physicals, really good defending. His dribbling is better than your average 89 rated centre-back, and the pace is up there. Most people are going to go with a Shadow Chem style. But like the Boateng's flashback card last year, I'd look at an engine here because it improves the balance, the agility, the passing, as well as the speed. And that, although it doesn't give you the higher speed boost that the Shadow does, the engine affects other areas as well, not just the defending, where he's already pretty well covered. At 6'4" with high defensive work rate, he's going to be a good option and he's going to be popular. And I've come up against his other cards in the game. They seem quite popular in the game, so should be quite a frequent choice, I reckon, with users of the game. The next one up is the original baby-faced assassin, Emilio Butragueno, who it's an interesting card. 5'6" means he's right down there with pretty much the shortest, smallest players in the game. He's going to have a good body type, which means, like the Deco card, he's going to be as agile as anything. He's got high 88 agility, the balance as well, and the dribbling is just fairly consistent. You can see there the deviation is like 4. Excellent pace, both 90s, 5-star weak foot, and just all round his card does work. Now, this is his baby card. This is the base card, sorry. So I think there's a 90, a 91 and a 92 Butragueno as well. So whether you'd want to spend 15 of your potential 18 tokens on this card is worth consideration, because for three tokens you're going to get if you do get 18 overall, you spend 15 on this, and your remaining 3 are going to be on the 25 times 82 plus players that pack. So you're basically committing to this one being a main one. So it's a choice. I don't think I've never played him, to be honest, so I shouldn't write him off too quickly, but he's going to be, I think we're going to see him quite a lot. I mean, I faced him a couple of times. He's difficult. And the last one is the 17 tokens for the Roberto Baggio card. As a 94 centre forward, obviously you've got the ability to convert him back to a midfielder should you want, or into a full striker. And I think his work rates means he's not going to work as a midfielder. Also the terrible defending stats. But having 5-star skill moves, a 4-star weak foot, and generally really high skills, really high attributes, you don't see 97 ball control and 98 dribbling on too many cards. Combine that with the passing, the curve, the vision, the finishing, and even the pace for him, to be honest. It's a good card, and I can see quite a few people just going with the direct route of saying, I get 17 tokens, I get Baggio, put a hunter on him, put a hawk on him, put maybe an engine, might work. Actually, engine would boost his balance, his agility, so yeah, might be an option. His shooting doesn't need that much help, although his shot power is 79. The stamina, some people might have a problem with at 76, but it depends. It depends on what suits your game style, really. So the possible choices you can work with. Now I've kind of looked at this, assuming that most people are going to get 17 or 18 tokens. There are 9 tokens released today from the things I covered in my video earlier. So assuming you get 8 or 9 of these, and you're going to get 8 or 9 of the other ones, you've got choices. So your route one, as I said before, is your Baggio. You get 17 tokens, you get Baggio, and then you're good. So you wouldn't have any leeway even for one of the 25 player packs. It would just be that. But then you've got other options where you can take a risk. You could come out lucky, you could come out not lucky. It just depends how it is. Your Prime Icon pack and the 225 player packs is a tempting option. You'd be looking at getting at least 50 players for your squad. They're going to be untradeable players, but there's 50 of them, so that it does look like a good option. And your Prime Icon is 12 tokens overall, so that's the 12 plus the 2 plus the 3, taking you to 17. Prime Icon pack is going to be, they're pretty much 90 plus. There's a couple of 89s, and I think the Carter is 88. So there's a lot of options there. That you could get lucky, you could get unlucky, you could get Gog, you could get Schmeichel like I got, you could get, ridiculously, you could get like your Pelés, your Puskas, your Hullet, all that kind of thing. So you can get an absolute stormer, you could get somebody you could get a duplicate. That's the worst option, obviously. Maximising your icon choices. There are a couple of options that mean you are guaranteed to get 2 icons. Deco and Overmars is a choice if you want 2 of the ones that have been outlined. Overmars being 11, Deco being 7 tokens. So that takes you to 18. You'd have to get every single one for this and the next one. Your other option is going mid-icon and base icon. So there's not, again, you could get lucky. You could get a base icon of a 90 plus good rated one. You could not. Your base icon could be higher than your mid-icon or whatever. It's the luck of the draw. And then you could go with the 89 Cole, should you want a left back, should you be a Chelsea fan, an England fan, however you affiliated with him, whatever. And then a mid-icon pack. One other option is maximising your players. Now, you can go down the route of 17 tokens, which is Deco at 7, 25 times 83 at 5, 25 times 82 at 3, 25 times 81 at 2. So you're spending 17 tokens and you're getting 75 players and 1 icon. So it's weighing up. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no this is exactly the right thing to do, because it depends what icons you've got at the moment. You might already have Deco, you might already have a Cole, you might already have a Overmars, Blanc, whatever from previous things. You might not want a left back, you might not play wingers, you might already have your strikers sorted for the end game. It just depends what it was. You've got your chance, the gamble that you can take about opening a random pack. You might like that. Works for you, go for it. Or you might want a guaranteed player. You might say, this player fits my system, fits my role, that's how I like my player to be, etc. And then there's the quality versus quantity, is whether you want to go, because if you get, like, in one of these 25 player packs, you could get an icon. And that is probably one of the best results you can get, because you've still got the 24 other players in there already. That's obviously a very, very small chance, but you win. So that's all good. Right, I don't even know what I'm going to do at the moment, to be honest. I might even have to play Weekend League to look at some of those 18 token options. And as much as I don't like Weekend League, I may have to. Anyway, right, let's have a look at the Boulaya Player of the Month, the Andre Silva Player of the Month, and the Icon Moments in packs, which are these ones, which are now in there. There are some cracking players there, which are pretty much could improve any team, really. Obviously, the top row is being set apart for a reason. Anybody playing that 97 Ronaldo or that Puskas, Cruyff, etc., ooh, you got a problem there. But there are a whole lot of available icons now in packs, which, I mean, I've packed like 3 icons from random packs in like 5 FIFAs. A Shearer, a Laudrup, and I can't remember the other one. But it's rare, put it that way. Ain't going to happen, really. Chances are. But they do. People do pull them. So there's some good cards there with some nice icon pictures, actually. The Stoichkov and the Nedved are the ones I want, really, beyond the obvious choices at the top. The other 2 Player of the Month cards have been recently released. I've completed both of them this evening. And Boulaya looks like a decent card, to be honest. If you stick a Hunter or possibly a Hawk on him, he's going to be usable. You've got your French League links for him. If you've got a Neymar, you've got an Mbappe, who did the Mole objective earlier on this season. His work rates are good. He's a very cheap card to pick up with your 80 average rating, and the 5-star skill moves can't really let you down too much. 4-star weak foot makes him usable. You could even put him up front, to be honest. Although his reactions are low and he's a little bit low on the physical side, definitely overall, it's a nice card. It's pretty well rounded and is better than quite a lot of the other 82 rated cards that are out there. The other one is Andre Silva, who I've also completed. It's going to be useful. A lot of people are going to do these cards because they'll be useful in the objective. Although actually there isn't a Bundesliga objective. I can't remember. This is more of your target man kind of striker. Although at 87 acceleration, 77 sprint speed, he's not going to run in behind your opposition defenders too much. But being 6 foot with 93 jumping and the good heading stat as well, he may well beat them in the air. And his shooting's really good as well. I would probably go with an engine card. I do like an engine card. They do get very popular towards the end of the game cycle. He'll improve his dribbling. His passing will improve for a striker, as well as giving that pace a little bit of a boost. So yeah, it's a decent card, and you're probably going to see a lot of him if you play against Bundesliga teams. Anyway, that's pretty much everything covered. Hopefully, if I've left anything out, let me know. But well done if you made it this far. Thanks for listening. Bye.